Hello, everybody. This is the Isaac HP podcast. Welcome to the podcast. This is Isaac HP. I'm going to do this podcast alone. I'm going to do this podcast just as me, just Isaac HP. No guests are on this podcast today. And thank fuck for that. Thank fuck nobody's here because I don't want anybody here. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody right now. I just want to be by myself. I just want to talk to myself, by myself, with nobody else interrupting. I want this to be me, my time. I don't want other people cranking my style, you know? I want to be perfectly egotistical. I want to be very egotistical. I want everything right now to be about me, to be about who I am and not about what other people are. I don't care about other people right now. It's just me, okay? Me, Isaac HP, and I'm here. And I'm a little bit queer. Hello. How's your day been? Has it been good? Has it been nice today? Have you had a good time at work? Have you flirted with your boss? Has your boss been a bit of a twat to you? Do you want to quit work? I'd recommend quitting. I think if you're young enough to quit and walk out of your job, like if you've just started working and you don't like your job, at least once walk out of one of your jobs when you're young. Just walk out. Just be like, fuck this shit. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a part of this stupid fucking job. Can we hear the door slamming? Do you reckon that'll pick it up? The door slamming? Okay. It just is what it is. It's a busy day today in this fucking studio block. Yeah. I don't know what my worst job was. I feel like my worst job was probably the bleach factory. Working in the bleach factory. That's probably the worst job I did. It was a terrible job. There was a lot of racism in that job as well, in the bleach factory, because there was a lot of Polish people that couldn't speak English there. But then there was and what I realized was the Polish people that could speak English were bullying the Polish people that couldn't speak English. Fucking hell. I hope they might have heard that. The worst thing is we are so loud in this studio. and now I'm shouting. Yeah, now I'm shouting at people who are being loud. We are the loudest, most obnoxious people in this whole entire building. And and I can't believe that. Yeah, I can't believe I just shouted at them. I don't think people hate us yet, but I think they are going to hate us. I think we're going to get quite hated eventually. Maybe, I don't know, they don't talk. I feel like we say things in this studio, like in sketches and stuff. When we're filming TikToks and stuff like that, I say the worst shit. You know, I'm saying slag, I'm saying bitch. I'm just basically making misogynistic statements, or that's what it sounds like anyway. It sounds like that. And what I've realized is people don't say hi to me in this studio. They say hi to the cameraman and stuff like that, but they think they know it's me. They don't say hi to me. They just don't like me, you know? They're not big fans of me here. I think they think I'm a bit of a tosser, a bit of a twat, because of a lot of people think a lot of people think I'm a dosser, you know. I don't work, you know, and I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I don't really know what I'm saying right now. I don't know what I'm saying. This is work though, you know. TikTok is work. It's not work. I don't think it is. I think there needs to be another job. There needs to be another word for work, because of being an influencer. Not that I'm an influencer, but being a TikTok thing, being on the internet is not work. I don't think it's work. I think the word work should be associated with people who pick stuff up. People that their job includes picking things up and moving them. You know, if you work in McDonald's, what you're doing is you're moving stuff about, you know. You're at the grill, you're doing the fries, you know. You're working on the food line. You're moving stuff about. You work at B&Q. You're moving stuff about. You work at Tesco. You're moving stuff about. I don't have to move. My whole entire life now, I could get so fucking fat because of this job. I could get so fat. I could be the fattest, greasiest, most obese looking person because realistically, I don't ever have to move. I could do what I do on the sofa. I could become the world's fattest fucking TikToker because I don't have to do anything. I realistically just have to put a phone in my face and then I get my income. It's dystopian. It's like the privileged version of dystopia, you know? Because if I don't have to move. I really have to force myself to. I used to be so fit, you know? Before I started doing social media, look at photos of me before I was doing TikTok. Now look at me. Look at me now. I was way better looking then. And it's because of fucking TikTok, because of the job that I have now requires me to not move. I realized I used to move so much when I worked these jobs, when I worked in the factory, when I worked at McDonald's, when I worked in Iceland, the supermarket Iceland for a year. I was the freezer boy, putting all of the fucking freezer boxes, doing the freezer deliveries. I was always in the big fucking freezer. Not the little freezer, the big freezer. People forget Iceland has a massive fucking freezer in the back. And I was in charge of that freezer. I was so fucking fit then. I was so good looking because I was always moving about. Now I don't do fucking shit because I don't have to. I think this government should require influencers to do a bit of work. Like actual work. Like we should have to do some actual fucking work because we don't do work. We act like we do, you don't. You reply to some fucking emails about some brand deals and then you get sent some fucking shampoo. Then you make a video about shampoo. It's not work. What you've done is you've hacked the system. You've hacked into this privileged society and you've made money from it. You know, it's not actual work where you have to wake up early in the morning and pick up slabs of cement and put it in other do all that kind of shit. It isn't. We should be forced to work. I think influencers and people that work in social media should be forced to fucking do something. You know, for one day, for 5 hours a week at least. You know, because there is a lot of people in this business. Especially now, there's a lot of people in YouTube and podcasting and the entertainment industry who never worked a day in their life, because people get famous so young nowadays. People get famous like 16 now. Back in the day, people would get singers in the 30s and the 40s look so fucking old. People used to get famous at 50 because you had to fight an entire war before you could even get your career sorted out. Now, people are getting famous at 16 and people die young. That's what I've realized. I've realized people die younger now. It's not the 27 club anymore. It's the 21 club. Because people are getting famous younger and then the drugs take over and then they die younger. Most rappers are dying at 21. That's the new 27 club. It's 21, the 21 club. You know, because the 27 club isn't some sort of conspiracy where loads of people died at 27 because the devil, they sold their soul to the devil and then the devil killed them at 27 because that's the deal that they signed. The truth is they got famous in their early 20s and then they got a drug habit usually, which killed them at 27. The fame got to them. A lot of these stories is always about fame, all the 27 club stories. It's always about fame getting a bit too much and they lived a wild lifestyle. But that kind of happened when they were 27, when they'd been famous for a little bit and it was getting out of hand. Their addictions were really, and they couldn't handle it, you know. Now it's 21. Luckily, I'm not 21. I don't know when the next 27 is going to be. It hasn't been another 27 death. There hasn't been someone who died at 27 for a while. I think Amy Winehouse was the last one, I think she might have been the last one, and that was a while ago now. She was probably the last 27 club. Or who could join it? Because you have to be kind of cool to join the 27 club as well. Imagine dying at 27 and not even being allowed in the 27 club. You know, like who could die? Who could die now at 27 and know that they wouldn't be cool enough to be in the 27 club? Imagine if Psy from Gangnam Style died at 27. Imagine that. Imagine if the 27 club was Kurt Cobain, Jim Morrison, Amy Winehouse, Oppan Gangnam Style. You got the likes of Brian Jones, Kurt Cobain, Jim Morrison, Oppan Gangnam Style. And you see all those edgy 27 club photos of all the people that have died. You got Janis Joplin, you got Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, Brian Jones, Oppan Gangnam Style. That would be funny, I bet. It's a good song though. I mean, the Gangnam Style bopped. Gangnam Style was the best time ever. You know, that's probably one of the best times of my life. Was Gangnam Style happening, and then also the London 2012 Olympics. As a kid, there was no problem in life at that time in my life. It just felt like whatever bad shit that was going on, it all just went to a halt. The media stopped reporting on bad things because we had 2012 Olympics and then Gangnam Style and Barack Obama. You know, Barack Obama was there. You know, he was drone striking children. But Gangnam Style was playing in the background, and that made it a lot cooler. That made that time a lot cooler, a lot more fresher, a lot more lighthearted. Because all the evil shit that was happening in the world also came with a little dance move, you know? Oppan Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. That was the, hey, sexy lady. That was all happening. That song was being played while everyone was being bombed in Syria and other places, probably. Somalia, I don't know. So, yeah, it was a good time for being distracted. It was an interesting time. It was one of my favourite times, definitely. You know, Mo Farah, 2012 Olympics, Mo Farah won that gold medal. I watched that live. Maybe one of the only things I can remember watching live that was, like, significant, you know? Because I didn't watch much TV as a kid, you know? I realised I meet a lot of people in Brighton who didn't grow up watching TV as a kid. Like, a lot of kids in Brighton who lived in Brighton, they didn't grow up watching TV. And at first I was like, oh, could you not afford a TV? They're just like, no, they were so rich that their parents decided not to give them TV. Hippie parents, you know? Mine is, I think we had to sell the TV for some reason. I think we had to sell it. I don't know what for. But there was a couple extra cans of Stella in the house that day. You know, we didn't have TV. We had Freeview for a bit. It was on and off. We had TV on and off, you know. Sometimes we'd have it, then we wouldn't. The TV would just sort of disappear out the house. But we had like Freeview sometimes, which if for American people listening to this, that's like, it's like you don't get all the channels, you know. I remember for a long time, we must have been the last people with 4 channels on the TV. Only 4 channels. You know, you got your BBC One, BBC Two, Channel 4, and some other fucking shit. And then I think either one of the TV broke or something. But then we got Freeview, and that had everything on it, you know. Not everything, but it had a lot of stuff on it, and that was cool. Freeview had Babe Station. Titties. You could watch titties on TV. I mean, you didn't have that with the 4 channels. All of a sudden, I would be waking up at midnight when no one was up. You know, everyone's asleep, going downstairs, creeping downstairs, putting a bit of Babe Station on, I just sit there. I was like, why is my willy hard? Why is it hard? I don't know. I don't know why my willy's hard. I didn't even know how to wank either. So it was just like, you know? I just sort of stand there while the tits are on TV. Like, oh, shit, what the fuck is going on? This is weird. Oh, my God. And, yeah, probably one of my best childhood moments, I'd say. I'd say my best childhood moment was probably getting hard-ons to Babe Station. You know, that was probably one of the best childhood experiences I had. You know, that and being reunited with my dad. You know, that's probably the two biggest highlights of my childhood. Was one, watching Babe Station when my mum wasn't there, getting a boner, and second, when my dad came back for a bit. Hey, Dad, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. You know? I enjoy living in the UK. I do enjoy it, you know. I think I've realised how much I do appreciate Britishness, you know. I think it's really shitty, but I think it's good. I like how UK TikTok is not ever going to be glamorous in any way. We try to be glamorous. UK TikTok tries to be glamorous, but it will never be glamorous. UK TikTok will never be anything but shitty. Okay? It's always going to be disgusting. It's never going to be good. In America, if you're big on TikTok, you get 1 million followers in America. TMZ follow you. TMZ fucking follow Charlie D'Amelio around and Bryce Hall. You know, paparazzi go for TikTokers in America. Here, we get none of that. Our biggest TikToker was Cal the Dragon. He's pretty much he was the peak of UK TikTok. Is Cal the Dragon, an autistic kid that was bullied. That is our biggest TikToker. I don't think anyone's topped it since. No one's topped that in UK TikTok. That is not glamorous. Okay, every single big UK TikToker, any sort of big cultural thing that's happened in UK TikTok usually involves a predator or an autistic kid being bullied. That's pretty much it. It's the most disgusting social media scene in the world is UK TikTok. But I love it because we understand who we are. We're not trying to be things that we're not, you know? We're not trying to... America is full of people that really want to make it. They really want to be involved in Hollywood. What are we going to get here? What are we going to get? What have we got? What have we got? Coronation Street. That's what we've got. That's our Hollywood. EastEnders and Coronation Street. That's our version of Hollywood. You know? So we don't have this glamorous sort of, you know, fucking idea of the world. We don't have a glamorous idea of the world because the weather's shit. The weather's disgusting. It's been the worst summer ever. And yeah, I don't know. Just a little. I should probably answer some questions, you know. I've been rambling for so fucking long now. I got some questions in from people. Somebody has said, how do you manage to stay slay all the time? I don't know. I think I'm just always myself. That's how I stay slay. That's how I stay slay all the time. It's because I'm always myself. I never try to be anything that I'm not. And that is what the definition of slay is. Slaying is just being original to yourself. It's not trying to be something that you're not. Okay? Because you don't have to be crazy, glamorous to slay. Slaying for me is like an old lady walking down the street wearing like a cool jacket that doesn't look like something an old lady would wear. That is slay. You know, but she likes it and it's original to her. I'm slay because of I will always be myself. No matter what. I'll always be myself. All you other people, you're not slay because you're fake and you're trying to be something that you're not. And you will never, ever, ever be slay because you're fucking boring. And I believe that. I believe that some people are fucking boring and they're just going to be... It's in their DNA. I think some people have boring in their DNA, you know. And I'm not going to call people NPCs because that's just cringe, but you're just boring. You're just, you know, you got nothing. You got no swag. You don't even know what swag is, you know. Your own swag. You don't even have your own version of swag, because that's what I like, you know. I like people that dress maybe not how I would dress, but they dress it in a cool way that suits them. People who have their own little fucking little thing going on, you know. They dress something I would never wear what they wear, but they wear it in a way that is pretty original to themselves. Somebody has said, how do I not get cheated on again, Isaac? Probably never get in a relationship again. Never get in a relationship again. Don't bother. If you don't want to get cheated on again, hide away from society. Run away. Don't get with anybody. Hiss at people. People that try to get with you, come up to you, try to chat you up. Hiss at them. Get the fuck away from me. That's what you should say to them. Get the fuck away from me. I do not trust you. You are going to cheat on me, and you're going to abandon me. Fuck off. That's how you never get cheated on again. Hiss at anybody that comes up to you. We're in a world where, you know, an evil world. Or just be in an open relationship and just basically shag. You know. Just do that. Yeah. Or set boundaries. If you don't want to get cheated on, set boundaries. And that boundary is don't cheat on me. Don't even try. Don't even think about it. Don't even imagine it. Don't even think about somebody else's tits or somebody else's cock, somebody else's vag. Don't even think about it. Don't even mention it in your own brain. Say that to that person. Say, hey, you. I know we're getting together and stuff, but I have a little rule. And that rule is don't think about anybody else's tits, even if they are lovely and more voluptuous than mine. Don't think about anybody else's cock, even if it is bigger than mine, juicier than mine. You know, hits harder. I want to know, like, because I think big cock is probably better. You know, it is probably better. A massive cock is better, 100%. You know, it is. I'm sick of people saying it's how you use it. It isn't how you use it. It is if it's big or not. At the end of the day, it's if it's quite nice and big. Especially in today's age, that is what is fashionable. And I'm sorry, if your penis is small, you just have an unfashionable penis. It's just unfashionable. It's not very cool. It's not in right now. It was in 2,000 years ago in the Roman Empire, but now we like big cock. Big cock is what is in, and that's what is needed, okay? I'm not saying mine is massive. I'm just not insecure about it, you know? But big cock is 100% better. If my cock were to fight a big cock, my cock would lose. So what cock is better? Big fucking penis. Big penis is 100% better than small penis. And people need to realize that. Okay? That needs to be like an awakening in society. And it already has been. You know, you look at porn. I mean, I haven't seen an average sized penis in porn in ages. And when you do, you get a bit weirded out. You know, you're like, oh, whoa, crazy. Someone's confident. Someone doesn't care, you know? Because, I mean, my penis isn't massive at all. I would not put it into porn. Hell no. I'd be the producer. I'd be sitting back. They'd be like, do you want to join in, Isaac? I'd be like, nah. For the sake of the world, I'm not going to show it. You know? I'm not gonna put it out there on the web. Hell no. Because it's not big. It's not big enough. I wouldn't even try. I wouldn't try to be something I'm not. You know? Big penis is good. It's amazing. I've done about 10 minutes on big cocks. Should we probably change the subject, maybe? So, yeah, that is too much silence for a podcast. How do you hide a body? I don't know how you'd hide a body because of, well, to be honest, I've never hidden one. Okay? I've never, ever hidden a body. Never in my life. Not even when I've seen one, you know? Not when I've seen a body lying on the floor, you know? Like I saw like a homeless guy sleeping, you know? I could have hid his body somewhere. He might have woken up, he was sleeping. I could have just dragged it somewhere, hid it, and then I could have got all his other homeless mates to be like, should we play a bit of homeless hide and seek? Your mate, yeah, the one with the red sleeping bag, he's somewhere in this area. He's somewhere around here. He's not past the bus station. He's in the perimeters of the bus station. He's somewhere around there. If you find him, yeah, matey with the red sleeping bag, if you find him, I'll give you all 10 quid and a bit of backy. Bit of tobacco. Pinch of tobacco. Give you a pinch of tobacco and 10 quid. If you find him. Then I'd film it on YouTube in Mr. Beast style. I'd film a Mr. Beast homeless hide and seek style video. And also at the same time, and the winner, is that an ice cream van? Will that pick it up? Will that pick up the ice cream van? No. And the winner of this homeless hide and seek game, you know, gets the money. So I'm doing something good. I'm doing something good for society. You know, Mr. Beast has done more good for society than Jesus. That's a fact. Mr. Beast has done more for society than Jesus. When Mr. Beast dies, which he will die. He will decompose. Mr. Beast will decompose. When he dies, they're going to change the calendar. They're going to re-change the calendar. They're going to restart time because Mr. Beast has done more for society than Jesus. He's done more for Jesus. He's done more than Jesus ever did. Okay? Because did he actually, you know, did he give any Teslas away? Jesus didn't really give any Teslas away, you know. Anyway, back to the hiding bodies thing. I feel like these bodies that are being hidden, you can never tell anyone how to hide a body because of the best hidden bodies are never found. There's so many bodies that are never found, you know. So that's the best hidden body, you know. A serial killer kills someone and the body's never found. That is, he's done it in a way, and he won't tell his secrets. You know, he's not going to be going on a Cora Digests and start telling people how he did it, because otherwise people would know. You know, I don't know what the best one would be. I'd hide it in plain sight. If I were to hide a dead body, I'd hide it in plain sight. You know, like I'd put him on the bus. I'd give him like a ticket on the bus, and I'd put him on the bus. Or I'd sit him on the London Tube, and it would just go back and forth, you know, back and forth on the Northern Line, just back and forth, back and forth on the Northern Line, and like no one would suspect a thing. Even if he started to get a bit skeletony, people would be like, oh, he's just a bit malnourished. Cost of living crisis. There's not a lot of food going around. You know, some people look skinnier these days in the UK. You know, they are looking skinnier just because cost of living crisis. People are looking skinny. People are looking so skinny slay. Everyone's in their skinny era right now. Everyone's in their skinny era just because of the cost of living crisis. That's probably one of the best things to come out of it. You know, it's even affected me. You know, I'm so skinny. I'm so skinny slay right now just because of cost of living. I really am just. My fucking cheekbones are getting good. Whew, I tell you. You should see my family. My family like are looking like models right now just because of cost of living. They're looking so Vogue. They're looking so Vogue magazine right now just because of the cost of living crisis. It's mad. They look so Dior advert. My family looks so like Dior advert right now. They look so Dior Sauvage. They look so Dior Sauvage right now just because of the cost of living crisis. Just because of how expensive cereal is right now in Co-op. They are looking so fucking sexy. Everyone is looking so sexy right now. It's crazy, isn't it? It's that low carb diet that's going on because of cost of living. That sort of low carb, low energy, low carb. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. It's not even 99p, is it, for a Mackey's cheeseburger anymore? It's not even 99p anymore. It's up. It's more than that. It's more than 99p now. It was 99p for age. I think it's like £1 something now. It's like £1 for a McDonald's cheeseburger. Or £1 something. How do you get... Well, some of these are really bad, some of these questions. How do I repent on my sins? Simply just don't repent. Don't repent on your sins. How do I deal with toxic parents that have traumatized and hurt me beyond repair? I don't know. Probably just leave them. I'm going to end this. Right now. Maybe I might end this podcast right now. I'm not too sure. Oh, one thing that I do want to talk about is Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner has used my sound on TikTok. She's used my sound on TikTok, and it's made the news. Kylie Jenner is slaying right now. She said that she's not depressed. She's just having a break from slaying. She used my sound, the one where I say something like, "I'm not depressed right now." We'll play it now.
Right now, I'm not depressed. I'm just having a little break from slaying. And then I'm going to go back to slaying soon. So don't you worry.
She used that sound, and it's made the news, which is crazy because for me, I mean, for how long I've been doing this I've been doing TikTok now for 3 years. I've never really been included in an article, maybe like one article once. So this is big for me. And and on Twitter, I looked at an article, and they're using this TikTok that she made to sort of like to talk about the Timothée Chalamet drama. They're saying Kylie Jenner shows off her curves in a tight white vest as she jokes she's taking a break from slaying in a playful TikTok clip. Another one says, the lipstick mogul, 26, replicated a viral sound on the social media platform in her latest fun clip, which has already gained 11.5 million views. It's probably doing more than that now. Where's that? That was on the Daily Mail. They mentioned me in this one. Right now, I'm not depressed. I'm just having a little break from slaying. The 26-year-old reality star lip-synced along to the audio from TikTok star Isaac HP while standing in her bathroom, wearing a white tank top, and baggy black sweatpants. Wow. And one of the Twitter things basically said, I can't actually find it. Oh, here it is. Kylie Jenner taking a break from slaying as fans question casual looks with Timothée Chalamet. I'm involved, guys. I'm involved in the drama. And guess what? I don't really care. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you so much. Cheers. Buy a cameo from me. Thanks for watching the podcast. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Thanks for being involved in the podcast. Thank you so much. Keep slaying. Keep doing what you do.